Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kian Fauzul. In this video, I will present material from the physical chemistry course. The title is Solid, Liquid, and Gas. In this video, I will explain uh, the characteristic and example and the meaning of the solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, we move to the material. The solid is the particles of the solid object perfectly packed together. The force between particles are strong enough that the particles cannot move freely. They can only vibrate. As a result, solid objects have a such stable and definite shape and fixed volume. Solid object can only change shape due to force, such as when broken or cut. In the crystalline solid, the particles are arranged in the regular, repeating patterns. There are many different crystal structures, and the same substance can have more than the one structure. For example, iron has a body-centered cubic structure at temperatures below 912 degrees, and the face-centered cubic structure between 912 degrees and 1000 and 394 degrees. Ice has a 15 non-crystal structure, each of which exists at a different temperatures and pressure. Solid can turn into liquid through melting, and liquid can turn into solid through freezing. Solid object can also directly turn into gas through a process called sublimation. This is a characteristic of the solid. The first one is it has a fixed volume. Second, the arrangement of solid particles in regular located close together. Third, on very strong solid particles bonds, and fourth, does not follow the shape of this. This is an example of the solid. There is aluminum sulfate, glucose, and sodium chloride. A liquid is a liquid whose container shape always change, but its volume remains almost constant, independent of pressure. The volume is definite, does not change if the temperature and pressure are constant. When a solid substance is heated beyond its melting point, the substance becomes liquid because the pressure is higher than the triple point of the substance intermolecular or interatomic or interionic. Forces are still important, but the molecules have enough energy to move, thus making the structure move. This means that a liquid does not have a fixed shape, but follow the shape container. The volume is usually greater than the volume of the solid. Water is a common exception to this rule. The highest temperature at which a particular liquid can exist is called its critical temperature. The liquids can be converted into gas through heating at constant pressure to the boiling point of the substance or through reducing the pressure at a constant temperature. The process of the changes liquid to gas is called evaporation. Evaporation. Sorry. This is a characteristic of solids, a characteristic of liquids. The first one, the shapes can change. The volume is fixed, or the shape of the container, and the bond between particles is weak. In the arrangement of the particle is less fixed and lost. This is an example of the liquid. This is a sulfuric acid, hydraulic acid, and hydrogen peroxide. Gas molecules have a very this is uh, part of gas. Molecules have a very weak bonds or not bonds at all, so they can move freely and quickly. Therefore, the gas will not only conform to the shape of the container, but will also expand until it fills the container. Gas molecules have a sufficient kinetic energy, so that influence of the intermolecular force is small or zero for an ideal gas. And they are very far from each other. The typical distance between neighboring molecules is much larger than the size of the molecules themselves. Gas whose temperature is below the critical temperature can also be called steam. Vapor can be liquefied through compression without cooling. It can also be in equilibrium with a liquid or solid, in which case the gas pressure is equal to the vapor pressure of this liquid or solid. A supercritical fluid, or SCF, is a gas whose temperature and pressure are greater than the critical temperature and pressure. In this state, the distinction between liquid and gas disappears. Supercritical fluids have a physical properties like gas, but their high density make them have solvent properties in some case. This can be useful in some application. For example, a supercritical carbon dioxide is used to extract caffeine in making decaffeinated, decaffeinated coffee. This is a characteristic of gas. There is has a change shape, has a variable volume. In the arrangement of the solid particle, it is irregularly located and far apart. On-solid particles both are very weak and follow the shape of the place. This is the example of the gas. There is oxygen, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen. Heat is a form of energy that can move from place to another due to temperature difference. Heat itself is divided into two types in change into substance, namely either increase the temperature or latent heat. In the heat, to increase the temperature, the amount of the heat calculated is the heat when the temperature change or increase. Meanwhile, latent heat is the heat required to change the state of the substance. Latent heat is divided into two, namely melting heat and vapor heat. Meanwhile, the heat of fusion is released when a substance changes from solid to liquid or cold melts. Meanwhile, vapor heat is released when a substance change from liquid to the vapor or cold evaporates. Next, the latent heat formula consisting of the heat of fusion and heat vapor can be calculated as in the equation below. This is Asus Black when two objects with different temperature are mixed. The object with the high temperature will release heat. The heat release will be absorbed by the object at a lower temperature until finally the temperature of the two objects is the same. Briefly, a Bragg principle is expressed in the following equation. There is a example from the question. Example 1, problem on the state graph of changing the state of substance. Okay. In the specific heat of ice is 2100 joule per kilogram degrees. The heat of melting ice is 336,000 joule per kilograms. And the specific heat of water is 4,200 joule per kilograms degrees. Then the heat required in the process from PQR is, okay, this is, we can know the from the P to Q is Q1. And the Q1 equal mass of ice times C of ice times delta T. Q1 is 1 times 2100 times 0 minus uh, minus 5. This is can be converted to plus. This is can plus. So the Q1 is 1 times 2100 times 5. There is a 10,500 joule. Okay, this is the from the Q to R is Q2. So Q2 is the mass of ice times L. So Q2 equal 1 times 336,000 equal 336,000 joule. So, uh, uh, the heat required from the process from the PQR is Q1 plus Q2. So, 10,500 joule plus 336,000 joule equal 346,500 joule. So, the answer from the PQR is D. Okay, maybe only uh, that I can expand from the or material, the material solid liquid and gas. Sorry if there is some problem, or I hope you can understand my explanation from this material. Thank you for everything. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.